of the two Seville stadiums. It was packed to capacity that night, and you really are going to see some sights. If per chance Spain score, then I'm quite sure the stadium will be rocked to the foundations. We've already experienced that down there. Now, in this city, Spain have not lost an international in 67 years. They played 15 internationals, drawn 2, and won the others, so that's a formidable record. That's why they came here, and the Spaniards just coming up now. Part of the reasoning was, one, the intimidatory nature of the crowd, and secondly, they're superstitious, and they feel that they're never going to be beaten in Seville. Well, the Scottish camp is still reeling a little from the blow of missing 2 very vital players. And I think, not to go back over it again, Billy, but I think the psychological blow of missing a man as experienced as Kenny, Billy McNeill, is going to hurt the Scots, whatever anybody says.
Well, I think you're right, Archie, when you say there obviously will be a little psychological loss. But I honestly do feel that we've got players in this side that are capable of adjusting to the atmosphere. And that is one thing they're going to have to do. They're going to have to adjust to the atmosphere very, very quickly. I think Big Jock's kept the team in the dressing room just a little bit longer than he would normally do. And I think he's trying to take the pressure from them.
That's what it's like behind the goal. Poor Jim Leighton. It won't be so intense, I suppose, at the Spanish goalkeeper's end. And I think John Gregg mentioned in the pre-match interview that he would really like to see Jim Leighton make an excellent save in the first few minutes of the game. Richard Gough, great deal of pressure in this young man, who had a very good run for Scotland at right back. Then rather fell out of form, wasn't playing at all well for Dundee United, but now back to his best form. And apart from anything else, he will add height to the defence. Spanish team led by Luis Arconada, the goalkeeper from Real Sociedad. Controversial kind of goalkeeper, him who made that terrible lapse in the European final against France, letting a free kick slip under his body. Well, the Spaniards took a long time to make him forget that, but he has now, and he's back leading his side. 65 caps to his name. Of course, the Spaniards very badly affected by injury as well. And now Scotland the brave. Very impassive Scottish captain Graham Souness, who really loved this. Now the Spanish national anthem. Sight with smoke drifting above the stadium. People getting off the pitch. An army of cameramen, bandsmen, photographers. Spain very badly needing 2 points here. If Scotland could get just out 1 point, it will put them well on the way to the finals in Mexico. Number 5, Goycochea, the man who scored that extraordinary header at Hampden Park. They call him the butcher of Bilbao, by the way. He almost put Bernd Schuster out of the game, and of course, Maradona, suspended for 18 games, but back in favor again. When you talk to the Spaniards locally, of course, they're full of reservations and doubts about how they're going to perform against the Scottish team. Leighton, well, very important for him not to freeze. You saw the team there in these vital changes. If you've just come in and you saw Goff's name in place of Nicholls and Steve Archibald in place of Kenny Dalglish, let me explain that they're both down with a flu. Hit them suddenly, I believe, yesterday morning. And whilst they trained on bravely, Jockstein did explain that they could hardly lift their legs. All energy sapped from them. I really do feel sorry for Kenny Dalglish, getting so near that 100th cap and only a goal away from an international goal-scoring record. There's Steve Nicol. Gordon Strachan for one of the jokers of the side, Alan Ruff. And there's Charlie, who might come on, and Mr. Stein himself, getting what you might call a worm's eye view of this pitch. The game about to start, and of course the Spaniards know Steve Archibald very well indeed. Scorer of 14 league goals. A great favourite in Barcelona, where there's a kind of separatist movement. And some people are actually suggesting that it wouldn't be too bad for Steve if he scored a goal against Spain. They might absorb it rather well. And if you've been looking at your watches, you'll probably realise that we're kicking off late. Almost 5 minutes late. But the director is not showing us Jim Leighton's goal, but the penalty area is covered with oranges. So Jim, if nothing else, is getting a lot of vitamin C tonight. And I think the delay is because not all the officials have gone off the pitch. Mansman's still there. And the referee has gone down to the bottom. Our director resolutely refusing to put up that picture where the penalty area is littered with oranges, skins, cartons, and they're getting it off now. That's a shot of Paul McStay, who thankfully is now back in form. The referee, Michel Vautreau from France, the man who set off Kenny Dalglish last season at Benfica, gets the game underway. Davy Cooper. Alderson. Warren Johnson and Steve Archibald will be up front, the pair of them. That was bad. There's Cooper. Number 3, Camacho. McStay. McLeish wanted that back. Goff seemed to be held back. Rather nervous looking pass by Richard Goff. Spaniards not amused by that kind of play, but in effect it does give Jim Leighton the opportunity to feel the ball, have a good look at it. That does help. There is a drummer here who actually orchestrates all the sounds. An incessant syncopation, and he's in the centre of it. And there is a booking immediately for Richard Goff. As Butraguano went down, the youngster from Real Madrid. Yeah, that was rather high. Well, it's not the ideal start we could have had, Archie, because we had possession of the ball and obviously we've given to them, but more importantly, we've given the referee the chance to penalise us very, very early, which I never think is a good start to the game. Yeah, that looked a very nervy tackle indeed. Free kick to Spain. McLeish. Looking good in the air. That's McLeish. McStay brought it down beautifully. Oh, superb play. Johnson on the far side. Cooper. The pitch is very slippy. It's curious that there was a difference of opinion between John Greig and Billy McNeill about the pitch, but there were differences of opinion amongst the players themselves. Some liked it, some didn't. But it has been thoroughly soaked. Archibald didn't have the control. Goal kick. Arconada. Gallego. Building it up very slowly. Gerardo. The man who presumably will mark Davy Cooper closely. Alderson. That's flag. Paul McStay. Reversed that very well. Souness. Now Bet. Alderson on a run. Oh, and he gets that away easily. Gerardo coming forward. There's Bet. Makes amends. And notice how many players have been slipping already. Billy's still not found the feet yet.
No, I think one of the things, Archie, obviously they were worried about the state of the ground, but I think that it's pressing condition, a lot of water on it, at least the ball's going to sit down. One thing, Scotland have obviously started the game very, very confidently, and they're prepared to take it to Spain.
Bob. Well, it came off the header of Masida, the sweeper, and he was a bit fortunate, went in the right direction for Masida again, a very good player. Away goes Johnston. Sounds of the bull ring now from a crowd. Here is Gallego. Doubts about his fitness before the start. Richard Gould very cleverly back that way. Souness, McStay, that's good play by Scotland. Davy Cooper. Bet. Alderson. Doing exactly what the Spaniards were doing seconds earlier. Richard Gould. Right to the outside, and Paul McStay can't keep that in. Ball skidding somewhat. Roberto. Maceda. Maceda. Whipped away by Goff. Only Archibald and Johnson up front, of course. Maceda did that beautifully. Big man from Gijón. Away goes Gallego. Rather hesitant, nobody there for Spain. Can the shot come on? It's down to the great save by Leighton. Has it gone in? It just passed, and surely I would have thought the goalkeeper was impeded. A great save by Leighton initially. And there, number 11, Close, the youngster in the side from Barcelona. Now watch this shot, whistling in. Leighton doing very well to parry it. He did exactly the right thing coming forward, and that was very close indeed, Billy.
Yeah, I think we can put that down to a let-off, Archie, because really all he had to do was direct his header towards the goal and would have lost. But a very, very interesting shot, Archie, because it swerved all over the place before it came anywhere near Jim Leighton.
Free kick to Scotland. About 7 minutes gone. Alec McLeish. Bett. Souness. Alderson. Oh, very poor pass by Alderson. Close inside. That ought to give confidence to the Spanish. Well, he may have been brought down, Roberto, but I did think he made a meal of it. They take that very quickly, and that's wasted. Not at all easy for Richard Gough to come in under these circumstances. Arthur Alderson. Bett, of whom there are many rumours coming back to Scotland. Miller. Get the impression they're trying to soothe each other the way they're playing at the moment after that let-off. I must say at first I thought it might have been impeding, but the replay confirmed that it was a miss. Geraldo. Good tackle by Bett. They wanted a bang. Good through Glenn Watcham, number 9, the sensation of Spanish football this season. Bett should have this covered and does. Not a free space in the stadium tonight. 72,000 people. No free kick. Certainly not a free kick against Scotland, for Scotland. The referee, as I said, Michel Vautreau from France, the man who sent Kenny off against Benfica. Exactly 10 minutes gone, no scoring. Johnson, who's usually very good in the air indeed. Nice ball by Cooper Johnston. Very hard tackling there by Camacho. Real Madrid defender. It'll be a throw to Scotland. Noticeable Billy that when Spain played well, they only came on in the latter part of the game.
Well, that's right. An interesting part of this game, Archie, so far. Scotland seem quite prepared to play the ball calmly. That suggests to me that they've got a confident frame of mind, which is always, for my way of thinking, a good sign, particularly early in the match.
Graham Souness to Johnston. Celtic teammate there, Souness. Neat run there and taken away. Marcena getting in. McLeish. Cooper. Alderson. Zuber. Going in one of his runs and he gets away. That's not a bad ball. Archibald missing it entirely. Ooh, that's dangerous. Johnston. Wally Say trying to get for it. Whipped away there by Coates. Spain on the counter-attack. I think somebody was saying earlier that Graham Souness relishes this atmosphere because he gets it virtually every week in Italy when he plays in front of average crowds of 50 to 55,000. Alec McLeish. No, I think the ball's gone over. Some people were doubting Alec's fitness for this game. He's just been back after a long illness. long injury, and during the Scottish training sessions they were putting him through special sprint tests. Obviously a very key man tonight. Off the head of Bet in defending, that's a corner kick. Bet right back in that central defensive position. Goikachia coming forward. He is very good in the air. As witness this. And run through there by Gordillo, and up he came, bothering the two Scottish defenders. It goes loose, and I think the Spanish player, yes, close it was. Close pushing free kick.
One little worry at the moment, Archie. They seem to be allowing the big lad Gordillo on the left-hand side a bit of room to run into, and he's not bad at going at people with the ball, and he's causes just a couple of little bits of bother there. It's something obviously we'll have to maybe just pay a bit more close attention to it.
All right, here's Willie Miller. Unfortunate that he had that early booking. Well, not too unhappy playing like that. Spaniards bearing down on them. Ben challenging and gets in there. Italy done. Archibald to Bet. Well, got a little unfortunate. Number 7 Senor has had a hand injury. Senor from Zaragoza. Playing in midfield tonight, but he's more commonly recognized as an attacking fullback. Willie Miller right in the heart of defense again. Header could have been better. Goff. Well, the referee is given a free kick. Now, Petruguero, good tackle there by Sunis. Picked up there by Senior. And Ben comes in. Obviously going to be a lot of pressure from both sides. There's the slip again. Away goes Paul McStay. Judged that well. Albiston, a very good tackle there though by Gerardo. Doesn't make contact. Just over 15 minutes gone, there's still no scoring. Graham Souness, who so often is the source of the quality play in the Scottish side, doesn't mind coming away back deep for it. He plays as if he hadn't a nerve in his body. There he is again, Souness. Alderson. Cooper trying to come forward, and Cooper really has been changing wings frequently.
Yes, I thought earlier on actually that Big John had him over the other side of the field to maybe protect Richard Goff just a little bit, because this lad Gordillo picks the ball up, makes good runs, and I think Big John earlier on was perhaps trying to kill his ground and not to give him room to provide any threats there.
McLeish to Alderson to Bet. Souness. Miller. Well, he had to do that. Ross was bearing down on him. Archibald, a neat touch. Boris Johnson. McStay, I'm not sure whether he went over his ankle or not, but Spain on a counter-attack. And number 6 got Dio looking very good. Billy?
Well, at the moment, actually, there's an obvious stretchers on the left-hand side. Obviously, we've got to cope with that, but to be fair to Jim Leighton, it was a nice, comfortable save. Certainly, it was a long-range shot, but it was a nice, comfortable save.
Yeah, he got behind it. He eased himself up. Wanted to make contact. And that was commitment. There he is. Oh, I think Jim knew well in advance what it was going to be like tonight. Another test ball. Senor's corner kick. Archibald. Oh, he didn't tackle that one well. Well, this is a man who's been causing a lot of damage. Gordillo. Forward again. And away by McLeish. Scotland really under pressure. Johnson far too hasty with that pass. Must say Scotland just at the moment looking a little unsettled. Will he have to apply the minds the right way to this and come through it? Spain looking very confident. Camacho. Lot of pace in that. Gordillo. Well, it's not as if Richard Gough has not played in these kind of atmospheres before, which he's done very successfully. But Dundee United, Cooper, here's Souness. Cooper on the outside. Archibald. McStay, who's been playing very intelligently so far.
Yeah, started the game off very well indeed, actually.
Bet. Archibald. Alderson. Little short with it. And free kick to Scotland. To put up a bit high. So, Graham Souness planning to take this with Bet. And I know the Scottish team this morning were practicing their set pieces. I think they might have got a little tic-tac from the bench there. Cooper to take it. And nobody challenges. Wow. The man who got his fair head in the way was Maceda. I think he must have thought somebody was coming in at the back, and there's 20 minutes gone. There's no scoring, and we have another David Cooper corner. David, I hasten to add, has never been in a losing Scottish side. It's not bad, Canada and Maceda both going for that. Not a Scottish player there. Gough is in. Not a bad shot. Spain on the break. Alderson, brilliant tackle. Now there's the tackle on the left again. 1-1-2 and Ben. Very Camlian. Billy, I think they'll try to catch us like that, won't they?
Yes, that was a superb challenge by Arthur Alderson, because had they not got the ball there, actually in a very, very difficult position. But still, there's a definite threat just down their left-hand side. This big lad Gordillo is prepared to run at us. He's getting a whole lot of success at the moment.
Bet. Well, that's very slack play. Souness, nowhere near it. The run is by Gallego. Cooper should pick it up and does brilliantly. Must say, every Scottish player working very hard indeed. Was still that with the racing back to defend, as Davy Cooper did there. Alderson. Here's Bet. Cooper. Gough. Cooper. No, two square. for Alderson. Oh, good judgment by McLeish. Difficult ball to take. Had to run backwards for about 10 yards for that. Cooper. Johnston. So he's been beaten a little bit too often in the tackle, Boris Johnson. I don't think there's any doubt that both sets of players are finding the rather short and tough quite treacherous. It seems to affect them in certain areas. Cooper hasn't tried to take too many on too often. Well, so much is expected of Graham Souness. That comes as rather a surprise, that kind of play.
Well, it was a disappointing pass, Archie, because really had a lot of time to control the ball and to make a little bit better use of it. And one of the things we've not really got to give them the ball, because the possession has been quite good up until now. We don't want to give them any more possession than they're entitled to.
Well, they have it now. That's a very good break. The 1-2 doesn't count. Well, I think they put themselves at 6s and 7s there. Very good move indeed, and then they both decided to go the wrong way. And Billy's absolutely right about giving the ball away from them as often as possible. Even if it means knocking it around at the back. And with about 25 minutes go, I would assert, Billy, that we are badly missing Kenny Dalglish in this setting. Here's McStay, though. Run by McStay, Maurice Johnston, bad. I think Archibald was running across him and may even have been shouting at him for the ball. But to get back to that point, we are missing Kenny's experience and his skill. There was that. Watch Archibald run right across. Billy.
I think you're right, because at the moment we've had a whole lot of composure midfield. I mean, Paul McStay has started the match in an outstanding fashion. Up front, we quite haven't got it down yet. We've not really looked as though the front two players are confident enough to settle the ball down, slow it down, and keep a little bit of possession.
Loud draw because the linesman gave the throw in one way, the referee the other. The boss is the referee, so Spain have the throw. Got down there by Butragueno. Senor. McLeish did get the tackle in. Viciously spinning ball. Close, the young man had been brought in because the Spaniards themselves have had injuries recently. Close, not only his second international. Towering ball. Cooper. Souness just got away with that. Halverston. Bet went on the left, Archibald. Nice ball. Here he has Bet. Controlled that very well, and Maurice Johnson finding it very difficult to keep his feet. Oh, that was a shoulder. Spain almost getting into a ankle. Oh, it's a bit too obvious. Well, Paul McStay was square and he was free. I don't think Alderson saw that. Golf. Right through the leg. Puts Regueno. Shielded the ball very well. There's McStay. Been playing superbly, McStay. Keep forgetting about McStay when he plays like this, Billy. He's only really starting his career.
It's astonishing, actually. Before the game, we wondered about temperaments and we wondered how players would adjust to the atmosphere. Where the youngest man in the Scottish side, who's played as though he's never been in any other type of atmosphere, he's enjoying himself out there. He's had an outstanding start to the game. He's given a great example to the rest of his teammates.
There's Johnston. Nice little square down there to Alderson. To Ben. To Souness. Rips it in, Archibald. Well, he was complaining to the referee, but wasn't a lot dig about that. Now Scotland will go from here. With Regueno. No, Regueno. Well covered, by the way, by Richard Gould. He was right across. That was Roberto who made the run. Just for a moment, gaps had appeared in that Scottish defence. Off the head of Davy Cooper. Steve Archibald seems to be out of touch in this game at the moment. Hasn't had all that much service, but nevertheless. Archibald, Billy, really has to be effective very close to goal, is he not?
Well, I think one of the problems we might have tonight, Archie, is that both the front two players, they're both goal scorers as against playmakers. And at the moment, they're not getting an awful lot of good service, to be fair. So it's maybe a night when we possibly, hopefully not, but we might just miss Kenny more than people would normally thought we would have done.
Little square ball, McLeish just gets that away. There's a shot, there was no deflection. Although the Spaniards did complain about that. Look at that face. No. Still he tried. Oh, Jim Leighton's looking very calm. Oh, he saw something being thrown at him there. They usually use bottle tops here. Half an hour gone, or just over. That's the scoreline. Betts judged it beautifully. Alderson decides to make a run for the line. Throw to Scotland. Archibald. Baird has to cover very carefully. That is close. Number 10, Gallego. Beautiful run through the middle. Goff is there. No free kick. Baird. And feeds Gallego as he came forward. Gallego from Real Madrid. He missed the 1981 final against Liverpool. Made his debut against Scotland, by the way, in Valencia. Came on as a sub and scored a goal. This is to be taken by Senor. Developed a fondness for coming down this left side. Aerial challenge is on, and there's McStay. Oh, that's superb. Johnson fighting hard for it. Picked up by Betts. Souness tending to go drift back the way a little too much. Just a bit too casual tonight, Graham Souness. We cannot afford the luxury of Souness off form. Gerardo. Punched back beautifully. And swept away. Richard Gough was playing in that central position, Billy, occasionally coming across, plugging the gap.
Well, he played very well there, actually, but defensively, he saw the gap behind his central defenders and came across and sealed it very, very effectively, because that was a real chance for Spain there.
Look at this coming up, and there is Gough. Many people think he plays that position very well. Central defender. Over, corner. That's Senor having a rest. Away by Souness. Bet challenges. Breaks well for Bet. Cooper. Oh, brought down blatantly. Yeah, that was Camacho from Real Madrid. Somebody got himself free, all right. Archibald. That's Gough who's come up. On to Johnston, nice little chip. Rather wasted it, he might settle for a corner kick, he does. Well, looked to us like a corner kick. Surprised more than the Scottish players. Referee asking him to take that again. Crowd reminding us again that they are in the stadium. Well, that, it looked to me like something like a knitting needle or something had been thrown in a pitch.
We'll maybe get an Indian up there somewhere, Archie, with a bow and arrow.
Slight misjudgment by Gough. McStay in sharply again, and fouling, says the referee. Exactly 10 minutes to half time. McLeish. Very good in the air. Gough. Morris Johnson. Rather feckless looking effort there by Johnson. Number 9, Butragueno. Davy Cooper. McStay. Miller can't get it forward. Spain retreated very quickly indeed. Pushed out there by Camacho. Gordillo, who favours the stockings round the ankle style. Gordillo, his fitness was endowed. He's the local man, plays for Betis in the other stadium. Butragueno. Oh, it's a very good tackle. Well, dear. I thought it was a bit unfair, Billy.
Well, I thought it was a good tackle because he read the situation carefully. He got in there certainly very, very firmly. But to be fair to the referee, it hasn't been too bad action. I suppose he's going to give them one or two decisions. There's the challenge.
Well, you can't judge it here. As Willie Miller went in, he seemed to me to go for the ball.
Yeah, it seemed to me he went clearly for the ball.
Now, this could be dangerous. Goycochea is up. So is Gallego. Look at Jim Leighton trying to get that defensive wall sorted out. The referee wants to push them back. How vital this is for Scotland. Tries to flick it in. Didn't do that at all well. There's McLeish again. Cooper. Scotland not really establishing themselves in midfield all the time. Richard Gough giving him the impression he was quite glad for that little breath of relief.
Well, I think one good thing, Archie, is taking just a little bit of pressure off us, because they had possibly the most concerted pressure of the match so far in that section. But really, Scotland can look at the situation now. Probably 35, 36 minutes gone, and really they haven't had all that many problems set to them by Spain. Certainly they haven't had a chance themselves, but they haven't really presented Spain at the moment with too many chances.
Well, I hope Scotland make Spain worry a little bit more at the back. That was Roberto going down. Well, you can see Willie Miller going in there. Wasn't all that bad. However, free kick. Gallego leaving it to Maceda. McLeish. Well, Alec McLeish hasn't been beaten in the air. We've now about 6 minutes to play in this first half. Here's Archibald, and down goes Gallego. Willie Miller not getting that one. Committed himself, and there was a Spaniard behind him. Gallego. Well, Jim Lady will like that clutch. Going against the sea of pace is a very, very difficult ball to take under these circumstances. And he looked good there, Billy.
I think he took that very, very confident, did Archie. He hasn't had an awful lot to do, but he looks as though he's in a confident frame of mind. He'll be able to open a fruit shop with all those oranges he picked up earlier on as well.
Steve Archibald. Gough. Cooper. And he wasn't offside, was he? Linesman, let's have a look across. Yes, he had his flag up. But in fact, Richard Gough had stopped his run. I thought that was a good pass, Archie, and I'm surprised to see the linesman flag up for offside there. Certainly, I don't think it was going to come to anything, because Richard Gough had certainly checked his run just a little bit. 4 minutes. That's all there's left of this first half. McLeish doing the right thing. Archibald can't pick it up again. Ball always seems to be skidding away from him. Well, Alec McLeish thought that was his throw. Souness hesitated. Oh. Boris Johnson had to come back the way, and he's brought down rather cynically by Maceda. Maceda, a very vital player for the Spaniards, who missed the European Cup final because he was booked too often. Certainly doesn't mind mixing it, Billy.
Well, the thing was, Archie, I would just had in my mind there that they haven't really been a physical side as yet, and lo and behold, they've just indicated, and that's possibly the first indication I've had, that they can have a foul or two. And I'm surprised at how placidly they started the game. I think we might see a different team in the second half.
Boris Johnson just getting the touch and nobody behind him. Escortillo again. has been more in a defensive role in this match.
Yeah, he's going to sit in an anchor position there, Archie, just in front of his two central defenders. Obviously, he's going to try and prevent Spain from playing through middle. But to be honest with you, we've not seen an awful lot of the two Spanish front players, and that bit of play there we saw from the boy Klaus didn't indicate that we've got a great threat there.
Into Bet. Got a ball to Archibald. McStay. Oh, that's a mistake, and a very bad one. Back goes Scotland, and that was a very poor ball indeed. Willie Miller sweeping it away, and McStay's only mistake of the match. And it could not have been a worse area.
Again, a good piece of defending, Archie. I certainly think they could have put us in just a bit more trouble. But Willie Miller stood his ground well, and when it came to make the challenge, he made it effectively. Unfortunately, it was a disappointing little bit of play from Paul.
1 minute to half time. That's Senor. He'll try to curl this one. He does. Great clearance by Miller. Scotland under pressure again. Senor. With this time by Alberston to Johnson, who does exactly the same thing he did earlier on. Butraguano. On away to Bet, who did a simple little, almost simulating a rugby clearance, putting it out of touch, out of harm's way. 30 seconds to go to the halftime whistle now. Well, with finishing like that, I don't think the Scottish defence will have any anxieties. That was Big Goy Kachir coming up. I was saying earlier of him, they call him the Butcher of Bilbao, because he's mixed it not only suspended twice, but he was also involved in a riot at the end of a game with Barcelona. So several players were suspended for 8 matches. McStay. Archibald, as I said, slightly out of touch. Couldn't bring that one down, and the free kick. Steve Archibald's having a disappointing night tonight, Billy.
Well, to be fair, neither he nor Maurice Johnson are getting a lot of service, Archie, and they've been forced back into midfield a little bit. But they can't afford to get caught in the ball like that just in front of their own back four.
A minute into injury time. Souness and Bet. Well, Jim Betts performing heroics in defence. Scotland going through a rough spell at the moment. There's Bet in. The other players love Bet, of course. The player's player. Hard work rate and brilliant at running forward. Must be half time, and it is.
Results in World Cup qualifying games than anyone else.
Almost reminds me of a team north of England.
Well, I hope we get better results than they've had, Archie.
So, Spain about to start. 45 minutes, and I'm sure 45 torrid minutes to face up to. Off we go into the second half. No substitutions. Number 8, Roberto. Initial run there now. Steve Archibald. Maurice Johnson, rather. Bet. Just a bit too close to Bet. That's Klaus. Butraguano. Alverston. McLeish just dabs it away. Bet. Long Alverston, but I think Maceda would have got there anyway, but the ball is over. Careless play. And the free kick given. It's a free kick to Scotland. I take Billy's point about Maurice Johnson was speaking at half-time there. He hasn't shown all that well, but he does have this astonishing quality, even though he's been having a mediocre game, and that has happened recently. Always within him there's a possibility of a goal.
Yeah, I think that's a great asset that he's got, Archie. That he may not have good outfield ability at times. He may not even take great part in the game, but put something in that box, he's always liable to put in the net.
And the ball is about to be put into the box, I would have thought, by Davy Cooper. There he is. Way to that far side, and Richard Gough nowhere near it. I think probably meant for him. A double misjudgment, too strong by Cooper, and the run too early by Gough. That was Camacho looking down the line. Gordillo, who looked very impressive, as Billy said, in that first 20-25 minutes. There goes Butraguano. Lovely reverse pass, close. I don't think he made it for that. Sure, he wanted Senor in the game. Butraguano. Senor, that's not a bad ball. Clark has scored. The Scottish defence ripped apart by that ball. 3 minutes gone, it's 1-0 to Spain. There's a cross. And there is Cross, unmarked. Leighton, absolutely no chance. Well, the big man who has played against Finland in the friendly, obviously delighted with that. And that couldn't have come at a worse time, Billy.
No, it's definitely not the best start to the second half for us, Archie. And to be fair, we looked a bit suspect at the back with regard to marking, because the big lad Clark, who hasn't done a lot in the game, got an awful lot of time to put that header in the net.
That will be a goal kick. Just to the side to Paul McStay. McStay beautifully in again. Spaniards marking very tightly indeed. Sliding tackle there by Golkachia. Johnson. Very high, difficult ball for Bet to go to. The goal kick. And I think pushing anyway by Bet. Miguel Munoz, the grey-haired gentleman in the dugout. Free kick to Spain. Well, that's close to goal scorer. May have got a knock on the eyebrow. McLeish. Bet. Free kick, I think. Free kick to Spain. McLeish. Now, Butraguano. They'll be trying to rub it in now. Maurice Johnson. Runs into trouble, and I think gets a free kick out of that. Billy.
I thought that was one very nasty challenge, Archie, there. I don't think he made any effort to go for the ball, and I'm quite convinced he went straight for Johnson there.
Cooper has to knock it back again, though. Oh, slag ball. Best. Neat turn by Best. No real power behind that. That utterly lacked conviction, that shot.
I think the goalkeeper's very, very suspect, Archie. I've seen him. When I was with Celtic, we played against his team, Real Sociedad, and I had him watched a few occasions. And in all of the games, he always gave indication that he might just be that little bit suspect.
Free kick again. Cooper right across. Senor. Taken by Maceda. McLeish down. Beautiful run again there by Gordillo. That ball seemed to be bothering him. That's straight out by Ben to Senor. No. Going wide all the way.
This is the time in the game, Archie. Well, we've got to keep us composure. We've got to work hard to ensure that we get a grip of the game again. And we've really got to perhaps try to get a bit more play, because we've started the second half. We've given the ball away too much and we haven't kept possession. It's very, very important we don't lose our composure just at this stage.
Well, the referee's given a throwaway down here. Well, that play raged on. The ball had been out of play. Given away badly by Goff. A good tackle though, Willie Miller. And they really are attacking Scotland on that right flank again. Going at Goff. Trying to pierce Scotland there. Free corner kick. Down to the big defender. McLeish couldn't get it away. Stretched out for it. Scotland really on the rack now. Defending desperately. Oh, there's no cover for Kloss. Oh, that's a very good save. And there was just the suggestion that the Spaniards were going to come forward there, and it was Goycochea, of all people, following up an excellent save by Leighton. And Goycochea came racing in there, and he actually drew back.
Jim Leighton really saved us there, Archie, because it was a difficult save to make in the first place, but we've done in the replay, there were three players right in on top of him.
Well, there we are, there's the ball being thrown at Jim Leighton. That surely must be taken into consideration by the referee in his report. Johnson, a better header. Archibald didn't want to jump for that somehow. Souness hasn't got going. Long legs of Alec McLeish. Sweeping it. That's Senor. Butragueno. It goes down, the cross is almost there. Well, Billy is right. We haven't seen much of this man in the game, but at the start of the second half, really getting into the penalty area.
Yeah, they've responded to the goal action. They're having a real go. We're living a bit dangerously just now.
Sinnott plays it cool. Johnston neatly down to Cooper. To Johnston. Alderson. Bet. To Sinnott. Here's Bet. Just gets it away. Now Cooper screaming for it. There he is. In his favourite position now. Free kick, surely. I think they're going to be quite cynical about the way they bring the players down. I mean, it's blatant. Cooper had beat him. Rafael Ryan trying to get the free kick. But in so doing, they lost that initiative. Scotty's dugout looking slightly worried, to say the least. Cooper. Not a single challenge. And Billy indicating to me he sees Charlie Nicholas warming up. Alderson, that was a good ball. Johnston. To the far side. McLeish tries to go up. Header not accurate enough. Then is the goal scorer Kloss with him. That was a risky ball. Paul McStay. Goff. Here's Bet. Cooper. Getting a little bit of play out of Davy Cooper now. That's much better. Oh, it's a bad ball by Alderson. But I think, yes, and Bet was pushing as he went for it. Free kick to space.
This is a time, Archie, where we need someone who's going to take a bit of responsibility, give a bit of lead to the rest of the team, because, to be fair, we seem just a little bit lost at the moment.
Oh, I think the referee wants that retaken. I think if the Spaniards do win this one, judging by the reaction of the crowd, there's going to be a bit of a carnival in the city of Seville tonight. Archibald. Referee waves play on. That should be cut off. Again, you get the impression Jim Bett was quite delighted to let that ball run out of play. Here's Sinnott. Willie Miller. Goff to Miller. Well, Archibald's all on his own. Well, he likes to turn on the style, Arcanada. Really no pressure on him there. Little down forward now, Senor. Bestrigueno. Ooh, that was a miss. Gordillo. Shaking his head. That ought to have been buried. Look at the square ball. Here it comes now. And Gordillo comes in. And the very presence of Leighton may have put him off. Cooper. Wants to go after it again. Bet. Goff. Johnson tries to fight hard for it, and that was risky. very deep indeed. Souness can't quite get to it. Once again, Gordillo. With Regueno. There's a chip across and McLeish. Side putting it away. Long curling shot there by Camacho. Camacho from Real Madrid, almost out of the game altogether with a bad knee injury in 1978. Came back very strongly to get his 56th cap. Alveston, 17 minutes of the second half gone. Scotland trailing by that one goal. Cooper. That. Got that through very delicately. Johnson didn't challenge. Alveston. Nice run forward by Jim Bett. Oh, the cross not effective. Johnston. And the foot was out. Free kick, indirect. Camacho bowling. Cooper is there with Souness. Davy Cooper, I think. Oh, he drifts into the penalty area, leaves it. Souness. Ooh, that's a good save. That really was an excellent save because Richard Gough was running into that far post. Souness drawing the ball across. And there was Arcanada. Cooper now. Just touched away to Bett. Well, he seemed to take his eye off the ball there. Wasn't enough dig, but Scotland get another corner kick. Somebody throwing something at Bett. That's the corner. Gough. Stay, tried that shot. And out comes Spade. Well, a little bit of more heartening pressure from Scotland. Significantly, Davy Cooper seeing more of the ball, doing something with it. There's Souness. McLeish, that was very cool. Bad ball by McLeish, so look at this. Gordillo. Wants a 1-2, Ullman gets it. Now Paul McStay intelligently shouting for that. Scotland making more of a game of it now. Souness. Oh, I don't know what's come over Graham Souness tonight. By his own standards, this is a shocking performance. Referee says that is a free kick. Souness is not functioning the way we expected him to, Billy.
No, he's had a very disappointing game indeed.
Well, that play went on across the Scottish goal there with the Spaniards looking at each other, wondering who had to go in for the kill. Nobody moved. That's the scoreline. Cooper, free kick. Yes, he's got to get rough treatment. Billy?
I think that's indication, Archie, that Cooper's got a whole lot of variety of skills, and he looked for a spell there, he was always just about to display them. I think that's indication they're just a little bit worried about his ability. But going back to Graham Souness, I think he's had a disappointing match, and I just wonder if going away from the real hurdy-burdy of English football and into a different system in Italy has affected him in any way.
So, Cooper takes it. Driving it in again, Paul McStay. Couldn't get a clear enough shot. I think was hot in that tackle. There's Charlie Nicholas warming up with Gordon Strachan and John Walk.
You know, Archie, the game is obviously altered quite dramatically because we've now got to go and get a goal back. And I just wonder if maybe a little bit of inspiration. We've got real class players on the bench. This might just be the time to bring them on the field.
That was Kloss. Just kept in there. Souness. There's nobody there. Archibald just got the touch, I think. Looked to me as if he had touched it. Well, Scotland gets the throw. The substitutes warming up. Hansen, Nicholas, Walk. Right down the line, Johnson having to concede that throw. Boris Johnson trying very hard in the second half. Hasn't had the ball in the areas where he's most valuable, of course.
You know, today, Archie, really all we've had as a threat to the goal is the free kick from Graham Souness that Arkinada dealt with well in the back post. And we did respond to that at the time, but we've let the game drop a little bit. And I honestly do feel that we look very, very vulnerable still in the back.
Miller. McLeish just getting the head. Goff. Souness. Alderson. Debet. Debet one. Davy Cooper. The great run by Cooper. And just foiled. I think that may have gone over. Yes, it has a corner kick, and that's the very thing that Billy McNeil was talking about earlier. Cooper is capable of doing that, even in very tight space. Arkinada arguing the toss there about that, but it is a corner kick. And please, can we have more of that from Cooper? Here's the corner. Goff tries to get in. Archibald is there. McStay with a shot. Just away. Round the side to bed. Who's offside? Well, as I said earlier, a heartening spell of pressure there by Scotland. Spaniards looking slightly troubled. There was something round on that. Steve Archibald. And then McStay in with a shot, but too many players in the way.
That's just the positions that Steve Archibald and Boris Johnson are both dangerous in, Archie. The good header in towards the goals there. The ball bounced about and he wasn't all that far away from getting a good finishing shot.
Goff. Archibald. Yeah, free kick to Spain. Archibald was leaning on the player as he went for it. Minutes, just over 25 minutes gone. Still 1-0. That's Goff. There's McStay. Very cleverly ran to Goff and took his eye off the ball. I think he gets a free kick or tackle from the back. Bit soft that, I felt.
Well, to be fair, he's handled the game quite well, Archie, because at times they put a lot of pressure on to give decisions in and around the box. And up till now, he's resisted the temptation. To be fair, I think he's handled the game well.
McStay. Cleach. I want to find Archibald. Paul McStay didn't know where the ball was for a minute. Break there by Gallego. Disappointing end to that. That's McStay. Bet. Better run by Bet. And both Archibald and Johnson crossing each other's path. Senor. Picked up by Gallego. Senor. Oh, good save. That was a very well-controlled shot. But he didn't have much chance to steady himself. Just watch how he took this. Just one touch. And then bang.
Well, no complaints about Jim Leighton's composure or his ability tonight. No chance for the goal, but I think he's handled himself well.
Gardillo. Corner kick. Scotland have everybody back in that penalty area, bar Davy Cooper. Well away by Leighton. Senor. Bet with him. Souness. Down by Goff. Picked up there by Gallego. And Souness. To McStay. No. Too soon with that. Goycochea. Gordillo. Simple enough ball there for Jim Leighton. Didn't seem at all put up. Goff. To Souness. Here's Archibald. Nowhere near getting any possession there once a while. Back to Leighton. That's McStay. Souness. It looks to me like Gordon Strachan is going to come on for Scotland. That rather dreadful ball there by Richard Goff. 15 minutes remaining. Strachan waiting to come on as Butragueño picks it up. Well, they're trying them from all distances now. That was Gallego. Billy. This is a dangerous part of the game for me, Archie. I seem to remember speaking to my own player, David Phillips, when he played here for Wales, and they felt going into the last stage of the game they were nice and comfortable, and all of a sudden Spain hit them the late 1-2 and ended up with a very, very disappointing result. We've got to make sure we don't give the ball away and try to get a little response ourselves. On the counter-attack, and they're simply not being able to bring Archibald into the game. Gerardo. Butragueño. McLeish, oh, he did that very well. Really under pressure. Gentle lob back the way. Souness. Watch this. Just touching it up. Free kick. Goycochea, and it's Paul McStay who's coming off. Gordon Strachan going on. Billy?
Well, I felt we needed a change, Archie. I'm not saying that would have been the one I had made, but Paul hasn't had the same impact on the second half as he had in the first half. So we're looking, obviously, to Gordon Strachan maybe to ignite just a little bit of a fire. And he's just the player that can do that, as far as I'm concerned.
There he goes again. Dragged down by Gordillo. Willie Miller went back with him. Out to Alverson. That's the better ball. Maurice Johnston. On to Cooper. Savagely brought down. Johnston really was. But here's Cooper. There's the reverse ball. Strachan. Archibald stretched away from it. Souness. I mean, he was really chopped down, Maurice Johnston. Baird does the dummy, but there's nobody behind him. Except the Spanish player, and that was put out very sportingly, indeed, by Senor. And number 3, Camacho, being moved. Billy.
Yeah, I was just going to say to that, again, that was just a little touch of the cynical style that we know Spain have got. We haven't seen an awful lot of it tonight, but they've got it there, and I thought that was a real nasty challenge they had on Maurice Johnston. Very entitled to have his name taken.
Here's Cooper, and a free kick to Spain, I think. Quickly taken. Trouble there, Agro developing. They didn't like that tackle. And Scotland certainly don't want to get involved in this. With 11 minutes left.
Well, I think it's important that we keep our composure just now, and Alex got to work very hard to ensure that he doesn't play into the Spanish favour by getting himself upset with the number 11. He's got to keep his composure now and ensure that we don't lose anything else.
McLeish, bet, goal kick. Well, as Billy said, the Welsh suffered very badly in the last 15 minutes. Alverson. Souness. Goff. Miller totally to deep on a bounce. That's a great clearance though.
Good recovery when it counted there.
Number 6, Gordillo. Well, you always hope that individual players like Davy Cooper can bring something out of the bag. Although it's very difficult to see it.
Certainly we'll replace Paul McStay with Gordon Strachan. Gordon's a much more forward-looking player than Paul in some ways. And he's got a good goal-scoring record this year, actually. It may just well prove to be worthwhile for us.
McLeish, a very good header indeed. Davy Cooper. Archibald tries to lay it to the side and does. Well. Referee has stopped the play again. It's got to be a substitution. I think he regards Archibald as pushing all the time, and it's Gallego going off, and on comes Julio Alberto. Alberto on for Spain. With only 8 minutes now left. Free kick to Spain. McLeish. Nice tackle by Goff. Strachan to Archibald. To Souness. Albiston. That has made the run to Cooper. Showing the ball delightfully. That's not a bad one. And a big beat. And off the line. That was Albiston who came in. It's just a pity. It seems to be brilliant with Albiston. You know, the defender having to come in there.
Well, it's good to see he's got the appetite to get up there, Ash, but a lovely bit of skill from David Cooper here. Beautiful cross into the middle. Caused him all sorts of bother.
And there was Albiston coming in, hooked away by Goicoechea. Very rough tackle indeed. Free kick to Scotland. We have 7 minutes left. We can but live in hope.
Well, actually, if we're going to score, we might as well do it, giving them as little time to get in the back as possible. Might as well start now.
May well be that Charlie Nicholas will come on next, even if only for a very brief spell. However, Strachan, yes, he's taking it, a very poor one though, easily taken away. Spaniards on the break, and look at this. Hardly any cover, good for Guino. Well, that's a magnificent ball, and he can't put it away. Right off balance. And everybody had pushed forward for Scotland. Not surprisingly at this stage. Headed out. Well, we thought we'd get the replay of the break, the fast break from defence, and I don't think we're going to get that ball back from the crowd, and Charlie Nicholas is about to come on. Archibald comes off. Nicholas coming on for the last 5 minutes.
Well, this man, I know only too well, and have the highest regard for his ability to the goal scorer. This might just be the scene that he'll take the opportunity to let the world know that he's not been forgotten.
Well, I would imagine the referee is checking time in any case. Souness. Nicholas, first touch. Oh, beautiful little dab there. And Arcanada. Warren Johnson nowhere near that though. Neat little touch by Charlie Nicholas. Souness. Free kick. And time running out fast. 4 minutes left. I think there will be injury time obviously added on to that. Miguel Munoz, the manager.
If we can't get one back now, Archie, we've really got to ensure that we keep the scoreline as it is. We don't want to lose any more goals to give them the chance to make inroads on our superior goal difference.
Alec McLeish. Looked like a hand to me. Yes, surely the referee didn't miss that one. I think he did, in fact, but the linesman indicated. Handling of Penn's free kick. Out wide to Goff. Spaniards getting everybody behind the ball. 3 minutes left. Strachan to Goff. Nice touch there by Charlie Nicholas. Gordon Strachan. Boris Johnson to Nicholas. Wanted the return pass, a little too obvious, and Senor picks it up. And Charlie Nicholas has done more in the last 2 minutes, to my mind, than Steve Archibald has in the entire game. Through it goes. Can't get it in, and there's a wild shot by Butragueño. Charlie's did some lovely touches, Billy.
Well, he's got tremendous ability. For me, that's something he's not lost. I think he's maybe been misguided just a little bit at the moment. He's found the things a bit more difficult Arsenal would have wanted, but he's got ability and he can play. And if he gets a chance, he'll put it in the net as well.
Johnson. Here's Strachan. To Nicholas. To Cooper. Goff goes after that. There's Cooper. There's the break. Gordillo, free kick. Two minutes remaining.
If you're going to bring them down, Archie, you might as well make a good job of it. And I think that was, well, not the most elegant goal in the world, certainly a very timely and good professional one. But could have been in lots of trouble had he got away on his own there.
Free kick to Spain. That was a tackle. Suarez with Gordillo. Make it a minute and a half remaining. Alec McLeish, good ball down. Now Suarez. Johnston to Bet. Bet for Scotland. It's a longish one, but sliding away from goal. Rather tired-looking shot by Jim Bet. Spaniards really won't mind that. I think they're quite settled in their minds that 1-0 will be enough. We make it now exactly a minute of the statutory time. There will be added time, I think, but not all that much. Goal kick. Goff. Gordillo. Offside. Late and anxious to get this away. Strachan to Goff. Finding it very hard to make progress. Well, Boris Johnson, no chance of getting that. Seconds away from the final whistle. Into Goff. That was Miller coming forward, trying everything, except that we've now got a gap in defence. I say that to Miller. To Bet. Alverston. Boris Johnson outnumbered on the far side. We're in injury time. Crowd realise it, Billy.
Yeah, well, an interesting thing, Archie. The Spaniards seem to be quite happy with the 1-0 result. I would have thought with advantage going their way, they might have been pushed to get another one and to bite back at our goal difference. But they seem to have accepted it's going to be 1-0 and that's the way they wanted to stay.
Well, it means in effect that Scotland do have that goal advantage on them from the first game. At any rate,